Hi, this is Nat. You might have known my channel before. Maybe this is the first time we are meeting. If it is, welcome. This is my channel where I react to artists and music around the world. One of my favorite artists is actually 21, which is a girl group from Korea. And the internet lately has been popping up with so many videos of 21 because after a 7-year disbandment, they came back with a full gear tour. And I am staying away from those videos and I am making it a statement not to watch them because I will be attending one of their concerts. So to me, although I want to support them, I would like to treasure the experience much more than getting spoiled with, the information regarding the concert. So if you are in for a story time, let's get started. This was, I think, 2010, 2011. I used to have a job doing phone interviews. In this job, I had a coworker, which we had met some years back, and she would be really into K-pop. And I knew that, but I had no idea what K-pop was. Until one time she came to me and she's like,
Nat, I think you need to listen to this song because I heard this and I thought that you might like it.
and it's funny because that's something that I do. I love making referrals. So looking back at it, I think it was very in tune to what I actually do. So the first song that I heard was I Am the Best. And looking back, I think it was enough of a crazy stamp to kind of mind blow me. I think that it's not the strongest song that I would have chosen to introduce 21 to me. Although I appreciate her doing these introductions because I don't know if she knew enough 21 to be able to select something else for me. But I also think that visually, I Am the Best was at a really, really different level from all the other stuff that 21 had done prior, now knowing about them. So I feel like it was a good visual impact, and also their personas and the message was very in tune to who I was at the time, because it coincided with my search for my power and my accountability and my strength. I would have to say initially I didn't understand how many people were in the group. I think I had some reference of Girls' Generation because when they would display Samsung TVs, they would put Girls' Generation's music videos. So maybe my subconscious was looking for more people, or maybe the fact that they were changing outfits and looks so much like in any K-pop video, but I didn't know at the time, was kind of messing with my head, and I thought it was more than 4 people. Then the second one, I think it was definitely hitting hard, but I am not into electronic music that much. But the catchiness to it and their stage personas that you could see on the screen, the little to no English that I could understand back then, it hooked me in. Okay, what song have I listened to the most? I don't know. I think there are a couple to me that I know I listened to a bunch. If I were to say, I would say If I Were You from the album Crush. But at the same time, because it's recent, it's not recent. There's probably songs that I've listened to more. But other than that, Do You Love Me to me is really a banger, and also in the club hits a sweet spot for me. Like this R&B feel and kind of loneliness but vengeance, but being at the club, it's insane. I love that. Back when they were together, I lived in Argentina, and Brazil usually is the best chance in Latin America that we have for any kind of artist to do a tour. I always kind of had the hope they would tour maybe as part of YG family, maybe getting together fandoms from VIPs, fandoms from Big Bang, and then they disbanded. So no, when they split, I thought, and this is really difficult for me to say, but I think I saw it coming. Obviously, I would never wish for them to disband because I wish them all the best. But at the same time, YG wasn't managing them properly. So it made sense that they would disband. It obviously hurt And I think I went through all of the stages of grief back then. Even when the song Goodbye came out, I was like, seeing 21 as a 3-person group was shocking. And I still, whenever I hear that song and I only hear 3 voices, and it's still shocking to me the fact that there was this one moment in time when it was just the 3 of them. Well, besides when they performed without Bomb because of the scandal, which is one of my favorite performances because they were so mad. So I felt like crap. I was disappointed that CL and Dara stayed within the company. I was worried about Bomb, what would happen with her. There were many rumors about her joining the Black label, which is a sub-company for IG, something else happening, and then it kind of went nowhere. And then I was excited for MINZY. I was excited for MINZY because I knew whatever she would do, she at least would get a chance that she deserved. I was hopeful for their individual and solo careers, mostly for MINZY and CL. I couldn't understand how Dara and Bomb would continue as soloists. I couldn't see that, not because of their skill, right? But because of how they were marketed within YG. And I felt like you could see that as time went on, like Dara was very much profiled as an actress and host and not in the musical realm like she wanted to. So it took her leaving YG to be able to drop her album. Same with CL, she was so mistreated and did some releases of singles, but nothing major. And it took her leaving YG to be able to drop 2 albums. And even MINZY being screwed over by the new management company and then developing her own company to be able to be in control of what she wants. And then Bomb Indignation, which I am not entirely on board yet. It's been years. She got her mini album out, but that's it. Everything else has been singles or OST for something else. I wish for her to get more support from the girls, kind of be able to see how they can support each other better business-wise. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't cry this time. I do have to say, when they split and they released Goodbye, I cried so much. Did you ever think they would come back? I think if you would have asked me maybe 2 years ago, I would say, I think they're probably doing like a reunion, like a celebratory reunion, maybe like a special, like what they did in Coachella, this one thing, they got together and they did something. I would have never thought they would go back to YG. No. I don't know if you've heard, there's this show, it's a Broadway musical that it's called Hamilton. And they have a song which is referenced to as the villain song because it's kind of where the character that actually ends up being the villain morphs into that archetype, right? And the song is called The Room Where It Happened. The chorus of the song, it says, I want to be in the room where it happened. I want to know what was discussed. The entire song could be applied to this situation. All of us want to know what happened. Like, all of us want to know what they traded, what they gave away, what they got in exchange. But at the same time, I trust that the girls' experience throughout the years after even leaving YG has been like a learning process for them not to just sign anything away. I trust them. I totally trust them. I would like to know the deeds though. There's 37 days left now that I'm recording this video before we travel to Japan. And I'm still not aware that this is happening and that we are going to see them live. I've been avoiding as much as possible, even pictures of them during the concert. I am trying my damn best, but the world is against me, and I get it. We all want to enjoy them coming back, but at the same time, I want to be able to enjoy that experience. First person, all of it. Grasp every single minute of it, every single thing, like looking at the outfits, looking at what they did in fashion wise, what they're doing in the set list. Like, I want to be able to fully enjoy that experience, and I feel like if I watch these things, it's gonna mess up with that. So my bias has changed throughout the years. When I first met 21, probably my bias was CL. And then as they progressed and I progressed and I grew older, Bomb became my bias. And I was like, yes. And then MINZY when they disbanded, for me, it was MINZY appreciation time. MINZY, you do your thing. You know, I'm here, I'm supporting you. Everybody was blaming MINZY because she was the one that was like, hey guys, I just can't do this. And I was like, she had to leave a toxic relationship. Then she came out about being depressed and all of the stuff that we know now. So I was team MINZY all the way. And then now I would have to say DARA is my bias. Like, I feel like DARA is like this quirky, fun, but at the same time, super hardworking person. She learned how to play the guitar, how to play drums. She acted. She's like doing whatever the hell she wants. And I feel like that's such a attitude that I want to incorporate in my life and that I am working on embodying that. So definitely DARA. Who do you think from 21 could be BFFs with you? Okay, I think I could get along with all of them. I think my personality, this is gonna be like super humble. I've watched 21 TV so many times. I know it by heart. I'm actually rewatching it now with my partner. And the way that they interact with one another is very much the way that I am with my friends. I think that's why they're so relatable as well. Not just to me, like to everybody, right? So I feel like all of them, we could be friends. I would say I'd probably enjoy being friends with MINZY and DARA the most. I feel like DARA could be somebody that kind of matches my freak in this way of I'm like this weird kind of funny, always trying to like crack jokes and be silly kind of person. I feel like DARA matches that. And on the other side, I feel like MINZY is also really playful, but could be like super quiet and chill. And I also have that to my personality. So I think those two probably. Who is the funniest out of 21? I think Bomb is probably the funniest out of 21 without trying and without even knowing it. Like just the gestures, her reaction to things, the faces that she makes, even her comments. She's just a 8-dimension persona. And I think following Bomb, probably DARA. And that's, I think, why Park Sisters worked so well, because they're like, they're not equally bonkers. You know, there's something there that is close enough and similar enough for them to be able to play off one another. So, I can't wait to show my partner the Park Sisters. That's gonna be interesting. What are you looking forward about going to their Japan concert? Everything, every single thing. I have heard that Japan is somewhat of a different audience compared to what I am used to, because I am from Argentina. We're like Latin people, and we're also in Argentina very passionate about being in an audience, in a crowd. So probably the Japanese culture will be very different, but I am at a point that I don't care what like the people around me will be doing. I am gonna be in that show if it was just me having a private concert. That is what I'm envisioning right now. You know, in the stage, my partner being there with me, my friend being there with me. I feel it's gonna be such an experience, and I don't think there's anything that I can imagine that's gonna match being there, because just watching their concerts recorded is like an out-of-body experience. I cannot even think or imagine how it's gonna be in person. If they want to sit in chairs and just do that the entire concert, I'm fine with that. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, that is basically the reason why I'm withholding of watching any reactions from their world tour for 2024-2025. Once I am done, I will be looking at that and probably would be able to share what it was like for me. You know, like I feel it's a different content that I will be able to show you guys, but I want to treasure this miracle that I thought would never happen, and I want to be able to enjoy it to the fullest. So I hope you guys understand, hopefully support my decision. I'm gonna Obviously, continue to watch other 21 videos, but not those specific videos that are like the hottest nowadays. Understandably, we all want to know what they're doing in their live shows, but I would like to know these questions if you want to share your answers to any of the stuff that I just discussed. How did you meet them? Who is your bias? Who introduced you to 21? What was your first reaction to them? I feel like all of these things are things that brings us closer. So I would definitely love to hear from you. And also, are you watching everything that they're dropping? And if there's anything that is not specifically from the concert that you want me to check out from the stuff that they're doing right now. I know they just attended a variety show, so I'm probably gonna check that out. But anything else, even videos from like 2009 that you might wanna share with me so I can review and I can react to, I'm definitely on board. Yeah, I would love to know more from you and your opinions and your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.